My first pregnancy, a story of pain and heartbreak. When I discovered I was pregnant, it felt like the beginning of a beautiful dream. My husband and I had prayed for this moment, and seeing those two pink lines filled us with indescribable joy. I could already imagine the sound of tiny feet running around the house, the laughter of a baby filling every corner of our lives. Little did I know that my joy would soon be overshadowed by sorrow so deep that words could barely capture it. The early months were a mix of excitement and discomfort. Morning sickness became my constant companion, but I bore it with hope and determination, knowing it was part of the miracle of motherhood. As my belly grew, my heart swelled with pride. My husband, ever supportive, would place his hands on my stomach, feeling the gentle kicks of our unborn child. "Our baby is strong," he would say with a smile that lit up my world. The 9th month arrived with a flurry of preparations. We set up a small crib, folded tiny clothes, and dreamed about holding our baby in our arms. Every day, I imagined what our child would look like. Would they have my eyes or my husband's smile? The anticipation was almost too much to bear. When labor pains began, I felt a mix of fear and excitement. The contractions came strong and fast, gripping me with a force I wasn't prepared for. My husband rushed me to the hospital, his hands trembling as he held mine. The midwives guided me into the delivery room, their voices calm but firm. I was ready to meet my baby, ready for the joy that awaited us on the other side of this pain. But the pain was worse than I imagined. Hours passed, and my strength waned. The contractions felt like fire ripping through my body. I screamed, I cried, and still, my baby wouldn't come. The doctor finally decided on an episiotomy to widen the birth canal. The cut burned like 1,000 knives, but I gritted my teeth, holding on to the thought that this was for my baby. Finally, with one last push, I felt the release. I waited for the sound of a cry, the sound that would make every agony worth it. But there was only silence. The room grew cold. The midwife's hands trembled as she held my baby. My heart stopped as I saw her face, filled with pity and sorrow. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "The baby didn't make it." In that moment, my world shattered. I felt the emptiness before I truly understood it. My arms ached for the child I would never hold. My heart screamed for the life that had slipped away. Tears streamed down my face as I clung to my husband. His sobs echoed mine, a shared grief so raw it felt like it would consume us. I lay there, broken and bleeding, as they stitched the cut that had brought me no joy. The physical pain was nothing compared to the hollow ache inside my soul. The days that followed were a blur of sorrow and numbness. I could still feel the weight of my baby, though my arms were empty. The tiny clothes we had folded now mocked me, a cruel reminder of dreams that would never come true. My body ached from the episiotomy, each movement a reminder of the pain I had endured for a life that was gone. The condolences came in waves, but no words could fill the void. Some people said, "It's God's will," while others assured me, "You have another." Their intentions were kind, but their words felt hollow. How could they understand? My husband and I grieved together, holding each other through the long nights. There were times I felt I would never smile again, that the pain would never leave. But slowly, the sharp edges of my sorrow began to dull. The memory of my baby, the child I carried, the child I loved, would always be a part of me. This was not the story I had imagined when I first saw those two pink lines. My first pregnancy was not a story of joy, but one of heartbreak. Yet, it is my story, a story of love, loss, and the enduring strength of hope. I carry the scars on my body and the ache in my heart, but I also carry the memory of the life that made me a mother, even for a moment. Though my arms are empty, my heart remains full of love. And with that love, I find the courage to heal, to dream, and to hope again.